Anyway, yeah, so they've been engaged now for some time. They got engaged back in June, according to TMZ, who broke the story. They got engaged during Paris Fashion Week. This was shortly after French Montana walked in Paris Fashion Week.
What happens?
Man, you're doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
When a global rap star suddenly relocates to Dubai at the exact moment his closest industry ally is facing the biggest scandal of his life. According to Katt Williams, this isn't coincidence, it's cover. And his explosive claim is sending shockwaves across hip-hop and Hollywood. Tonight, we're peeling back the layers of this mysterious story. French Montana's Dubai disappearance, Diddy's scandalous trial, and why Katt Williams insists the two are dangerously connected.
See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here, get your notes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It begins with a whisper, an accusation from one of comedy's sharpest truth-tellers. Katt Williams, known for his unfiltered critiques of the entertainment industry, takes the stage and drops a bombshell. French Montana isn't on an exotic getaway. He's in hiding. Hiding, Williams says, from the fallout of Sean Diddy Combs' highly publicized trial, a case that has dragged some of music's most powerful figures into a vortex of suspicion and scandal. But before we dig into the conspiracy, we need to understand the bond at the center of this storm. French Montana and Diddy. On the surface, theirs was a friendship built on music, wealth, and success. French, born Kareem Karbouche, went from the Bronx mixtape circuit to becoming one of hip-hop's most recognizable names. And by his side, through much of that ascent, Diddy, the bad boy mogul with an empire of influence. Together, they partied in mansions, collaborated on tracks, and flaunted a life that many only dream of. But here's the question. When the empire starts crumbling, does everyone standing too close risk getting buried under the rubble? In late 2023, Diddy's world collapsed in real time. The lawsuits, the explosive testimonies, the media frenzy. Suddenly, one of hip-hop's most untouchable icons was exposed to the harshest spotlight imaginable.
Now, the two have been dating since 2024, but for those who don't know who this princess is, her family is, they're billionaires. Like, it's estimated that it's crazy money.
Allegations of abuse, manipulation, and worse began to dominate headlines. And just as the trial began to gather steam, eagle-eyed fans noticed something unusual. French Montana had quietly slipped away to Dubai. At first glance, it looked like nothing more than luxury living. Photos of French in five-star hotels, desert safaris, and yacht parties painted a picture of a man simply enjoying the fruits of his labor. After all, Dubai has become the playground of the wealthy, a haven for rappers, athletes, and influencers seeking tax-free wealth and opulence. But when Katt Williams raised his voice, that glossy narrative began to unravel. Because Williams didn't frame Dubai as paradise, he framed it as escape. French Montana ain't over there for no vacation. Williams told his audience with conviction. He's hiding. He's keeping his name far away from Diddy's mess. And suddenly, a new question emerged. Why Dubai? Why now? The UAE, while glittering on the surface, has long been seen as a strategic retreat for celebrities facing heat back home. With strict press controls, limited extradition, agreements, and a culture of privacy for the ultra-rich, Dubai has become synonymous with both sanctuary and secrecy.
Same kind of extortion that we heard when Cassie took the stand and testified.
To critics, it's the perfect place to vent.
On that airplane ride back from France, Diddy said, "You don't do a freak-off, I'm going to release one of the freak-off videos that you are profiled in and humiliate you."
Vanish when scandal threatens to consume you. So the suspicion grows. Is French Montana really guilty of something? Or is he simply protecting his image from collateral damage? But to fully grasp the gravity of Williams' claim, we need to rewind and examine the foundations of French Montana's career. This isn't just a story about friendship. It's about dependence. For years, Diddy's shadow loomed large over French's success. Diddy executive produced French's albums, appeared in his videos, and opened doors that only a mogul of his stature could. Their alliance wasn't casual, it was strategic, which means that when Diddy falls, French's silence, or absence, starts to speak volumes. And it's not just Williams who thinks so. Online, the chatter is deafening. On TikTok, conspiracy threads map out French's Dubai timeline against Diddy's legal troubles.
Morocco.
Okay.
He said the Bronx. Morocco.
Okay.
Where's he from? What's his background? Bronx. Yeah, he's from the Bronx.
Yeah, so
On Reddit, hip-hop communities debate whether
I want to say too, for all the listeners and anybody watching, we do have exclusive video from a celebration ceremony that they did in Morocco, so you guys can go check that out. It is now on the Breakfast Club's Instagram, my Instagram, and the Brown Girl Grinding Instagram as well. So I finally did get a way into all the things.
French is truly in hiding or simply avoiding American media pressure. On Twitter, or what's now called X, hashtags trend overnight. Where is French and Diddy fallout fill timelines with memes, suspicions, and demands for answers. But in the midst of the noise, French himself remains largely silent. Aside from curated Instagram posts showing his Dubai lifestyle, there's no direct acknowledgement of Williams's accusation. And that silence is fuel on the fire. Because in the world of celebrity scandal, silence rarely soothes suspicion.
The feds, Al Capone style, have not charged everything under the sun. They've charged 3 main charges: racketeering, trafficking.
It amplifies it.
And the transport of a prostitute. And I'll tell you, I don't know about the racketeering charge. It's pretty sweeping. And I'll tell you what the general elements are.
Williams, of course, isn't new to this role. For years, he's cast himself as Hollywood's whistleblower, calling out what he sees as hypocrisy, corruption, and exploitation at the heart of the industry. Sometimes dismissed as paranoid, other times hailed as prophetic, Williams walks the razor's edge between comedy and revelation. And when he names names, people listen, even if they don't believe. Which leaves us with an unnerving question. If Williams is right, then French Montana isn't just vacationing.
They were referred to me as Wild King Nights. And what a Wild King Night was when him and a guest would go to a hotel room or be at his home, his bedroom, and they would have intimate gatherings. I would have to go and prep that hotel room, which consisted of baby oil, Astroglide.
He's part of a cover-up. And if Williams is wrong, then this could be one of the most damaging false rumors to ever shadow Montana's career.